All right. What's going on out there? Everybody okay? Anybody need anything? Just ask Rick if you do. Okay. So the last influencer that I want to talk about, and then we're going to get into the solutions, is our dance with this chemical society we have. We are definitely the first generations involved in a very chemically dependent society, and it's just making a difference. It is absolutely making a difference. It's another story. We're never going to get through this lecture. Okay. So what happens is these are xenoestrogens. These are hormone mimickers. They are plastics and pesticides and car exhaust and soaps and emulsifiers and household cleaning products and things that you use every day, health and beauty aids. And they are fat soluble. They pass through your skin and they accumulate over time. They have the ability to burden your liver, the same enzymatic pathways that your liver uses to actually detoxify estrogen. And they also have the ability, hormones are like keys, and the receptor sites that they communicate to are like the locks. And so they will absolutely tell messages, okay? They get in there, they're bad messages. They're like those voices in your head that are horrible, okay? And this is what happens, and they're everywhere. You've seen all of these words. All of these words you've seen in the headlines lately, haven't you? And this is just, headlines are nothing. We've been knowing this for a long, long time. And so that's why you start waking up and making better choices, because one of the things, there's a lot of, I'll take a hike in Los Angeles, and yeah, sure, it's a very pretty color of green, but you get up there and the smog, and what I see that I just breathed in, huffing and puffing up that hill, is not pretty. So there are things that I need to do, and I have woken up over the last decade myself. I make all of my household cleaning products at this point in time. You know, I shop with better brands that don't have these things. And what they do, we've used them to increase half-life, right? So it's all to make the manufacturing process slicker, easier, but it's damaging for us. And so these are the things that I know Dave and I are very, 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 very passionate about. They're just, I think it was, Dave, are you there? No, okay. It's all right. I'll ask him when he gets back in. They're Amy's. Amy's. You know Amy's brand? Okay. They just came out with the first BPA-proof can. Okay. So some of the soups and things that you can get in Amy's. But like I said, these things are absolutely everywhere. I'll give you just like this one simple story. Like I had a woman, we could not, and we were doing everything, could not get on top of her quote-unquote estrogen type dominant situation. She was younger, increased PMS, heavy clotting, you name it. And she also had lupus. So the beginning stages. So with lupus, you have to be real careful with the sun, right? So she was an outdoor mountain bike racer. And so she was slathering on sunblock every single day. It was something that didn't come up in our visit until like a little bit down the road. I had another woman too. I asked all sorts of questions from a vocational perspective. Her family owned a dry cleaners, okay? And so she had the solvent toxicity. Now, I have all these great tools that I can test to confirm clinical suspicions, but this stuff is real. It is real, and it is making us symptomatic. We always want to understand, what's the clinical picture? How is this presenting? And marry it with the story. You go back and you got to ask yourself these questions.